It's good to see you, Aaron. How you doing, man? How's the weather over there?
It's good, man. I'm back home. I just left Aruba last night. Yeah, I'm good, man. But
Yeah,
after last week, after being in Aruba on vacation and having my biggest hit was just amazing, man. That was really mind blowing because I was just saying, let me just trade a little bit while I'm down here, concentrate, focus on the trends, do a better market structure analysis and things like that. And yeah, man, I ended up doing that 11K in that last minute. And I just couldn't even believe it was that much because I thought it was only 3,000. I sent you to you. I said, look, this is what I made. Then I started calculating more. And I went back and I said, wait a minute, it's doing more calculations because it was a call. I believe it was a call. And it was down to 521 and it went all the way to 528.
So 11K in one. Wow.
Yeah, and it was $1.07 and went all the way to 623 or six something what I sent you. And that stuff with 10 contracts.
Right. Great.
That just set me over the top.
That's amazing. We'll just jump right into things, man. It sounds like you're ready to go. So I just wanted to first, show that you've been with us since October, and that's great. You've been with us in October to be exact. And
Okay.
you've been posting your wins, you've been consistent with that. Here's just a few of them, but I know obviously you haven't been posting all your wins, such as the one that you just won over. These are just some of the few here, which is great to see.
I don't want to show off, man. I act like this, you know what I'm saying? I guess it looks good to motivate people because I didn't even post that last one. I posted on Friday the two wins in the morning, but I didn't post what I told you my last win, which was $10,134 out of that last trade. Yeah, man, that last one.
How long did it take you? That's my question for you. How long did it take you for that trade?
Didn't take that long, man. It's probably 10 to 12 minutes or something like that. It was during the power hour.
10 to 12 minutes for 11K.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like that.
man.
It's like that.
Yeah, man, I tripped out, man. Because I said, hold up. Now I just gave you 3,000, but it was still tallying the system. I said, wait a minute, I know this is not true. And then I looked at my purchase power and all that stuff, and now that's up to 18,000. Yeah, I got about 18,000 in there. I started going live. I started out with 3,000 in the account, put 3,000 in there, and it just started accumulate. And then I went up to about 10K in about maybe 6 weeks, something like that, within 6 weeks. And then I had a little loss because that's what happened. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Some psychology problems. I was doing 10 contracts. And I took a couple of hits. I said, let me slow up. Let me just reassess what I'm doing. And so I went from 10K down to 8,500 or something like that, 8,200. And I slowed up. I was a little nervous. And I said, don't get nervous. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're not going to always win. And then I slowly, when you're doing 5 contracts, 7 contracts, you don't see as much the big ones, you know what I'm saying, as with 10 contracts. But then I said, okay, let's go back at 10. You have enough money in there. And I started doing a good couple of hundreds, $400 or $500. And then like for this week down in Aruba on vacation, yeah, I paid for the whole thing. Oh my Lord. Let me tell you.
You paid for your whole vacation within 12 to 20 minutes of one trade.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I bought my wife a nice little piece. Yeah, I bought some jewelry, some blinging down there, and yeah,
Nice.
it was all right, man. Yeah, I was tripping in there. I was happy with it, man. I was real happy. I can't even, yeah, it takes time. It's not easy, but it's still market structure, it's analysis, understanding the trends, markets and things like that. But I'm getting a good hand on it now and knowing my trading style and just trying to stick with it and going from there. And that's the best way to do it. But I think what happens is when I'm at work, I'm working, right? And sometimes I'll go back and forth. I'm not too busy. I can really look at the charts and things like that. But it means I can't really concentrate as much. Crazy busy with a ton of meetings and all that stuff. But when I can concentrate, I'm gonna make some money. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to stick with 10 contracts and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
What made you want to join the program compared to everything else out there?
Well, what made me join is I have a job and I'm making pretty decent money. But I said, when I'm retired, when I got the years before I retired and stuff like that, and I said, when I retire, what do I want to do later on? I don't want to just sit around doing nothing. And I said, how can I make money where I'm not breaking my back or working crazy hours and things like that? And I said, I think I want to trade because I had a couple other buddies that were trading and doing pretty well. I have a boat and things like that, and my buddies have these big old boats, so they're doing really well with the trading. I said, let me jump in this trading thing and stuff like that because we were at a yacht tie-up party. And these guys are talking about, yeah, I'm trading this and that. Oh, you doing that Forex? That Forex is crazy. I'm just doing straight options. So they have a little battle back and forth. And these guys had 50-foot yachts and 40-foot yachts, and that's all they're doing. And they're probably in what, mid-30s or something like that. And I said, I'm gonna do a little more deeper research and look into this, and said, let me jump into this and see what's going on. So I said, let me take this class with you guys. And yeah, I've seen your marketing on Facebook of the prolific traders. And so you sound appealing. Just did a little research. And I said, let me go ahead and stick with these guys. And it's been a blessing, man. I like the way that the whole process works, all the information that you provide going through the course, and it just broke it down, everything. And then once you started doing the sessions weekly and all that, it came together and it started settling in right. Then the paper trading, we did that and it worked. And so I was doing pretty good in the paper trading. I said, go ahead and jump in there. And it's been a blessing, man. It's been a true blessing to me where I think, yeah, for 2 months, and I'm up at, what is it, 17K now? So 2 months, yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do it with 6 figures now, but I'm doing more, I'm making more money than I'm making at my regular job. So if I can be consistently with doing that, I'll be all right, man. I can just have the fun and have my little toys and just live life how I want to, and work and doing at this stage of my life. You can become an expert if you keep doing it. You just keep doing it, practicing, understanding the marketing trends and how everything's going on. And then I think it's just the easy way of life, easy way of living. Because I was thinking, I thought about working at Lowe's part-time or doing something like that. I said, nah, that's too much work for 4 hours for a couple of dollars, $100, $200. And I said, nah, I'm not doing that. It's
Yeah.
like this morning, I just made 250.
Yeah.
I made 250 on a put at 1040, something like that. I jumped in a put real
Mhm.
quick, and boom, $120 that quick. So I'm doing all right, man. I love it, and yeah, just being consistent. So I'm still learning every day about it and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't complain, man.
So another question I'm going to ask you right now is how long did it take you to grasp the strategy in order to implement it?
It took me to grasp the strategy, I'm going to say about 2.5 to 3 months. 2.5 to 3 months to grasp it. And it took a little bit other studyings of the candles, the bullish candles, bearish candles, all those, the whole candle structures, what's getting ready to happen the next move by looking at the candle structures and things like that. But about 3 months, 3 months. But once you have a good understanding, but it's a whole lot of things that you have to really look at when you're doing this thing. And it's just a process. You have to do a checklist before you even start. I think the best way to even go into this in the morning, so I do is I look at the previous day, highs and lows, the VWAPs and things like that in the past to know where the market is. And when I first started out, I was looking at the support and the resistance levels, basically doing all my trades. And that's what it was started out with I guess the first month. And then I noticed there was a lot of good trades at the VWAP or the non-EMA. And it's okay, cool. And then, yeah, it just started formulating. I use the journal. You guys offer that journal, and that helps out tremendously to even help you out with your mistakes. And I haven't been using that journal the way I need to. So I'm going to use that to make sure the arsenal of all of my tools are together. So if I'm doing okay and not really utilizing all the tools that you guys provide, oh man, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, man.
And how long did you paper trade for before transitioning into live markets to real?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, I started in February.
What was that process like for you after finishing the paper trading phase and then going into the live trading phase?
It was scary, man. It was scary, but I only was doing like 3 contracts, maybe, just to make sure I wasn't losing that money. And I didn't have that much money in my account, so I said $3,000, 3 contracts, I should be okay. I was nervous, and I took a couple of loss, but it seemed like it was challenging because I took a lot of loss, and I would make a little bit of money, but I was averaging probably about, I think, no, 60-70% win rate. But some things that I wasn't doing that you guys, once you do your follow-up sessions, you did the follow-up sessions on Thursday and Sunday when you show all the trades.
Right.
And what I noticed is that I was jumping out of trades, and because I was nervous when I would see these different candles popping up.
Hmm.
And then you mentioned if it's not past the 9 EMA, that doesn't break the 9 EMA, don't get out of it. And I started doing that a little bit. It was a good experience, but at $3,000, I was doing 3 contracts for a couple of weeks. And I made pretty good money. I made all right money, but it just slowly accumulated and slowly accumulated. Then I scaled from 3 contracts to 5 after 3 weeks. I said, okay, let's make a little bit more money. And I like that money scale that went up a little bit after 5 contracts. And within a month, I did about 7 grand. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. That's amazing. Would you say the strategy is simple enough for you to be consistent?
Yeah, the strategy is really simplistic, but yeah, it is. It really is. The way my trading style was initially, I would take about 30% winnings, something like that, and get out. But I really could have made about 50 or 60%. Sometimes you got to stay in there a little bit longer than when everyone is those runners are going up. You say, okay, am I being too greedy? Am I being too greedy? And that kind of helped me out a little bit. But first, I took the chances at 30%. I said 50%, but then it wasn't breaking 9 EMA. And then you're in there longer though. But I don't like being in those trades too long. Like you were saying a couple of times, you're in there too long, just get out of it if you don't feel comfortable in it. So that's what happens.
Real simple. So how many trades do you take on a daily basis on average?
Mainly 3. I took that 4th one in Aruba. When I won pretty good, I took that 4th one because it looked so good. I usually only do 3. Like you said, 2 to 3. Take your money, take the winnings, and just chill.
Just a quick recommendation. Just keep doing things steady. I know that felt great to have that, big win, but understand, just keep doing things the way you've been doing it. Another one of those wins are going to come. How was your week last week? Can you just walk me through your training performance? Let's say, I know it's a short week, so let's say Tuesday through Friday. Can you just walk me through the trades you took for each one of those days, if possible, if you remember?
It was off and on. Last Tuesday, I took a loss of about $200, something like that. And that's the thing of it is I usually won't lose more than $200 to $300. That's my threshold. And once I took the 2 losses and I just said, oh, I'm done for the day. Everybody talks about the winnings, but you got to understand too that you're going to take some hits here and there. But when I take the hits, I'll do 2 hits. Oh my God, Cam, this is looking so good right now. It's dumping right now. Oh my God, Cam. I hate to.
Can you walk us through what you're seeing right now? Can you walk us through?
Yeah, right now there's a puts at a 12, and now it's dumping. It went from 525 to 523. That right there is probably $500 to $1,000, man. I could have been making. I'm talking to you. I could have been making all this money.
That was like a 5-minute intermission between that conversation. That was like 5 minutes.
No, yeah. Look at this time frame. If you have a chance, you look at this. It's a big engulfed candle right now at 15. It's dumping. It's dumping right now. But now this is my thing. It started at a 525, and it's been going down for 10 minutes, and it's still dumping. Do I jump in it now? Like right now, this is what I was saying.
Nah, I wouldn't. Right, follow that edge. Enter when you know you're supposed to enter. Don't have that fear. Don't have that fear. No FOMO.
Yeah, you got to see it. I feel like jumping in, but I'm not because I think it looks like it's gonna dump. It's dumping for a minute. Yep, and there you go. Green candle just popped up. But
listen, you're gonna catch another trade, and you know that. You're gonna catch another trade, and you know that.
I've exceeded my goal, Ken. All I wanted to make was 3 grand a month. That's it. I wanted to just make a little bit of money. I wasn't even thinking big money. We say $1,000 a week or $2,000 a week. That's all I was just thinking, just to make a little bit of money. Because I'm saying if I work a part-time job doing this and that, it would be okay. But I've exceeded my goals because I only wanted like $2,000 to $3,000 a week, something like that. But with this training, with the style and all everything's going, I'm definitely going to exceed that. Once you build up your money, that's how you make the money like that. Like right now, my account's at 17. About 17.5 I got in there within 3 or 4 months, starting out with 3 grand. So within 10 minutes, 10 grand.
That's amazing. 10 minutes, 10 grand. What advice would you give to somebody who's sitting on the fence, perhaps contemplating about joining our program? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to go for it. I would tell a lot of people to go for it because there's a lot of people that are out there. If you're working hard, 8 hours, 9 to 5 or something like that, breaking your body up, beating your body down, it's just a perfect opportunity that a lot of people, and they don't know about that. The only thing they know is the regular 9 to 5. But I would say jump into this program and you can make the money and have a work-life balance. This is definitely provide work-life balance where you don't have to work the whole 9 hours and be tired. You can be with your family. You can have friends with your mate or spouse and things like that. And that's what it is done. And this extra money, it's like a bonus. I'm exceeding my 6 figures, so I can't even imagine what it will do to other people. Me personally, this is what I'm going to do once I retire. Once I retire, I'm not going to just sit home, get fat, just cut the grass and all that. No, I figure I can trade a couple hours in the day. I
Mhm.
can make what I was making while I was working,
Right.
and I can do all the things I want to do and take care of grandkids, family members, and help out folks and things like that. So that's what I definitely recommend. You have workshop sessions is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Mhm.
So you do those workshop sessions, and it's really helpful. And they'll basically break it down, whatever you've done throughout that week. And if you have other questions, they're still there for you. You have Lance. Lance was excellent with my accountability coach and Coach A, and all of the sessions with Thinkorswim, and setting up your platform, helping you out with trades, and just giving you good advice. But I would
Right.
definitely recommend this to whoever. I would say from adolescent to senior, from 15 to 85. You can do this. You know what I'm saying? You can do it and make this money. But yeah, no, I'm all right, man. I'm doing okay. Like I said, I was able to pay for my trip. I already had the trip paid for, but I was able to put the money that I paid on the trip in my pocket, back in my pocket while I'm on vacation. So you can't. What else can you ask for?
While you're on vacation, putting the money back into your pocket. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So other than that, yeah, I would recommend folks to do this course, man, and make this money. It's an opportunity that a lot of folks don't know about,
Mhm.
and it's there for you to do it. But like you say, you it's a learning experience. You're going to take some bumps and bruises and things like that. But that's with any job. You go to regular full time jobs, you're going to deal with things at work that it's not working out right for you. It's just the nature of the beast. But it's an excellent field to be in. And yeah, after 6 months, 17K
Mhm.
later, but really only 3 or 4 months. But it's still a whole lot of money that I wouldn't make at my regular job.
Yeah,
You
many
know?
years ago with a brand new skill sets. You know how that goes. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that you were able to meet with me, Aaron. I thank you a lot. And I'm looking forward to your success. And
Mhm.
like I said, the schedules that if you want to do a call, whatever the case is, just let me know, man. We can do that. We can have a conversation. If you just want to just talk about things, I can help you go over some charts, whatever the case is, if you want to review some trades. But yeah, man, I'm really happy to hear the success you're having with the system. Keep it going, keep being consistent, keep doing the things that you know to be profitable, and just keep trying to improve yourself. Remember, psychology is going to be the thing that's going to really get you to be a better trader, right? It's nothing you need to do really differently on the charts. Remember this, just continue to do the things you know to be working, to be disciplined. But yeah, all right, Aaron, it was nice talking to you.